Hi, welcome here. In this short tutorial, I'm going to walk you over how to create a product marketplace. So the final result we want to arrive at is like this. It's a little marketplace that we created, and it's a secondhand fashion marketplace. So the visitors will be able to search for items, and for instance, let's go to women in dresses, and they'll be able to see some listings. And for instance, let's click here. They'll see pictures, and they'll be able to buy the item. They will have a cart, and of course they'll be able to choose a shipping method, and the price will change accordingly. So let's see how we can create such marketplace. The first thing you got to do is to take care of your order type. Your order type is how the transaction will behave on your marketplace, how they will be conducted. So to configure your order types, go to Settings and Order Types. The first thing you got to do is select for the first option the Selling Products option. Next, leave the second option on Yes. Here it's optional if you want the sellers to be able to indicate the original price of the item, since it's a used item marketplace, but you don't have to do it. It's up to you. And here, usually on brand new items, it's interesting to be able to indicate the SKU, but in the case of secondhand fashion, it's not always relevant. Again, it's up to you for this option. So for both, we'll leave it to no. Here you can configure the order button title. Buy now is fine, but you can customize to whatever you want. And of course, you want to enable payments, so you leave the option on yes. And you can leave the last option without any checkbox checked. For all this part, you can leave it like this because we're not a booking rental marketplace, so we don't care about these options, so we'll leave it all to no. What's interesting for us is here the product selling option. You want to enable shipping here, so select yes. And in case you're dealing with items that have a certain weight and that it's important to know the weight, you can enable this, but here we're dealing with clothes, so we don't mind. So we'll leave it to no. And we simply save. Next, head over to the Quantity tab. And here, if you want your sellers to define quantities, for instance, in the case where the sellers have multiple units of the same item, but in our example, usually on a secondhand fashion marketplace, the sellers only have unique items. So we simply leave the option to no. And again, you can allow the customers to choose a quantity when ordering. So for here, we'll simply leave both options to no and click Save. And now all we have to do, since we're dealing with products, is to take care of the shipping options. If you want to customize and add shipping options, you got to go to the product selling option and click on Manage Shipping. And here you'll be able to add all the shipping methods that you want. So for instance, let's add one that will be the National Standard Shipping. So this first input field is just for your own organizational purposes. It's what you see in the admin dashboard. And here is the real name that will be displayed in the listing. So just simply put the same. And here you can add some information for the users. So this is the standard way of shipping. Delivery 5-7 days average. And here is where you define the price for the shipping. So if there's just one item in the cart, for instance, we'll say that it's $9. And you can leave it like this, or you can choose to add an additional cost for each, for every additional item. So here, for instance, for every item that we add in the cart, we'll add $3. Here you can select if it's a hand delivery or pickup mode, which is not. And here you can choose whether the shipping fees are paid out to the supplier or to you. And here you can force this method on all sellers, so they at least have to choose this method always. And finally, be sure to enable the shipping method. Click Save. We'll just add another one, so we give a choice to the buyers. And for instance, this one will be express delivery. For description, we just simply put the same. And a little description to help the users. So express delivery, the faster way. And add the price. So say it be $15, and for each item it will be $4 more. And again, make sure to enable the shipping method. Click Save. And here you have your shipping methods. And that's basically all you need to get started with your product marketplace.